Hello, welcome back, and it's great to have Lyle Shelton with us on the line from Canberra.
Yeah, good to be with you, Kent.
Lyle, a lot of people I talk to are in despair about the two major parties in federal parliament. They feel like they're going to be forced to vote for the party they dislike the least in next week's election. But is there a third option? Because I guess there are a lot of minor parties and independents wanting to make a contribution this year.
Well, Kent, it's not unusual for people to feel this way about politics in general and particularly around election time. But I'd really encourage people to try and get past the cynicism that I guess we all feel from time to time, and realise that most politicians, most people seeking office are well motivated, are hard working, and there are some issues with the system which of course cause people to lose faith in politics, but I'd encourage us to not resort to cynicism if we can. Yes, there are a number of minor parties and there are alternatives to the major parties which people can explore right across the left and the right of the political spectrum.
Okay, so you wouldn't be of the view that vote for a minor party is a wasted vote?
No, it's certainly not a wasted vote, because all parties the majority of parties contesting the election have allocated preferences, and those closed at the weekend. And so what we see is that if you vote for a minor party, check how they've allocated their preferences to see where that will flow from, because oftentimes a minor party is not going to be elected. That's just the political reality. But
okay,
it's not a wasted vote, because it does flow onto the party that they have allocated to, and you must check that before you vote.
Okay, and does it make sense in the Senate, as some people suggest, to get a good wide representation from various minor parties and interest groups, so independents there?
I think it just depends what the makeup is. You can certainly have minor parties holding the government of the day to ransom. Now, obviously, if that's what the democracy has thrown up, that's what we've got to live with. But it is possible that you have a party with a balance of power. It could. We've seen the Greens in that situation. We've seen Family First in that situation in the past. So yeah, they're certainly the outcomes that are possible, and certainly in the lead up to this election, either way is possible, that you could have some Conservatives such as the DLP or Family First holding the balance of power, or the Greens again. Both of those options are in play. Okay,
just quickly, Lyle, just before we wind up, you mentioned the Family First there, and they're one of a number of parties that have sort of strong Christian connections. You got any? I guess our audience is a lot of them are Christian. You got any particular points in regards to those minor parties?
Well, I think it's important that Christians have a close look at all the parties. It's not for ACL to tell people how to vote. We would certainly encourage people to vote for the candidate and the parties that they think are best going to reflect Christian values in the Parliament. And it's just a case of doing your due diligence and your homework, and to make sure you know where the preference flows from those minor parties are going, if that's where you're going to place your vote.
Okay, well, thanks so much for your time today, Lyle.
It's been a pleasure, Kent. Thanks for having us.